Hey guys, what's up? It's Joleigh and welcome back to Fridays here on Daily Diabetics. This week's video theme is why we chose what we chose to manage our diabetes. So why we chose to be on an insulin pump and a CGM, or why we chose to be on MDIs and finger pricks. So let's just jump right into this week's video. Alright guys, so as soon as I was diagnosed, I knew that I needed to get off of multiple daily injections as soon as possible and get on an insulin pump. The biggest reason was because I was terrified of shots. Every time I had to give a shot, I would cry. I am not even joking you, but I'm over it now. I'm totally fine with taking shots. I can put all my devices on myself now, but when I was first diagnosed, I hated shots, and it was really important for me to get on an insulin pump because I would be more likely to take care of myself, and also it just fit my lifestyle a lot better. Being a teenager, always wanting to go out with friends, playing sports, going to school, going to work, driving, all of those things, just having an insulin pump and a continuous glucose monitor, I knew would make my life so much easier and feel a lot more normal than it would have been having to take multiple daily injections. So 3 months after I was diagnosed, I convinced my endocrinologist to let me get a pump, even though she wanted me to wait a year. I got the Animas Ping integrated with the Dexcom G4, and honestly, that pump just didn't work for me. It almost put me in the hospital several times. I didn't trust it, all of those things. And I don't want to talk a lot of crap about it because I know it worked for a lot of people and it was a really big letdown when they went out of business. But after a year of fighting my insurance, they finally agreed that I needed a new insulin pump, and it was between the Tslim and the Omnipod. And after a lot of research, I decided on the Tslim. Alright guys, so like I said, I decided to go with the Tslim. So I am on the Tandem Tslim X2 with Control IQ. So it is integrated with the Dexcom G6, and it is basically the automated insulin pump. And I am so incredibly blessed and grateful to be able to use such amazing piece of medical equipment that has made me a healthier diabetic and just made me feel that much more normal living with type 1 diabetes. So I can honestly say if I one day had to choose between being on an insulin pump and my continuous glucose monitor, hands down, I would choose to stay on the Dexcom. I absolutely love the Dexcom. When I was first diagnosed, it was between the Dexcom and the Medtronic, and I already ruled out the Medtronic. The Freestyle was not really a thing when I was diagnosed. It was kind of still in the works. So I chose the Dexcom, and it was probably the best decision I could have ever made. I love that I can see it on my phone. I can see it on my watch. I have downloaded the app on my computer at work, so I can see it on my computer. I loved when I was in high school and I was first diagnosed that my parents could see it, my teachers could see what I was, my coaches could see what I was, my nurse, and all of those people could see what I was. So I felt like I was being taken care of. One of the biggest things that I really like about Dexcom is that you can see the trends if you have the Clarity app. This is what basically pushes all your data over to your endocrinologist, but it also saves onto your phone. And you can see where you may be running high frequently or where you're running low frequently, so you can adjust your insulin and hopefully stay in range more. Alright guys, so now on to why I chose the Tslim. When I first was looking into a new insulin pump between the Omnipod and the Tslim, I just loved how modern the Tslim looked. I know this is kind of silly, but I just love that it looked more like a phone of some sort than an MP3 player or a pager or whatever people get pumps mistaken for. I also thought it was something that would be less likely for somebody to come up and be like, oh, what is that? Just because it does look so modern. I love the fact that it is touchscreen. I know that is another really small, silly detail, but since I was on the Animas, I can tell you that having a touchscreen gets you through what you're trying to do on your pump so much faster. I know that is such a silly thing to say, but it is so true. Having the touchscreen is so nice. Along with making things go a lot faster, having a calculator to count your carbs, even though I'm able to count, I promise, having a calculator just makes it a lot faster so I don't have to do that simple math in my head. Another thing that really stuck out to me was the fact that I did not have to get an entirely new insulin pump to get the new features of an update. All I had to do was plug my pump into my computer and I got the update. And if I was still within warranty, I got the upgrade for free. So when I originally got the Tslim, I was on the Tslim X2 integrated with the Dexcom G5. Then I upgraded to the G6, so I got the Basal IQ upgrade, which is to suspend and prevent low blood sugars, and then I upgraded to Control IQ, which is again the automated insulin pump system, which is absolutely amazing. I have loved it, and it's just continually getting better and better and better. So that is another thing that I like about the Tslim, is all the updates I've never had an issue with, and they have always just blown the last one out of the park. It just continues to get so much better. One of the biggest things that stuck out to me with this pump was the fact that I am not directly connected to my entire cartridge of insulin. This was a huge detail for me. When I was on the Animas, the problem with the Animas for me was that it was leaking insulin into my body. So I was going dangerously low for reasons I could not explain. I couldn't figure out why I was going low. I had no insulin on board for several hours. I would go low first thing in the morning when I woke up and have absolutely no reason, and it was so scary. There was times that I was in the 20s, I almost had to go to the hospital, and then there was times that it said it was delivering my insulin and it never did, and so I was going super high and I was throwing up and I just felt absolutely awful. And so the Tslim has your cartridge, and then above it has this little syringe that will open up, get the amount of insulin that you have asked for, and then it will close off and put that into your body. So again, you are not connected to all of that insulin. The other thing is that it can give you such little dosages, which is also super important for me because I am super sensitive to insulin, and I still take such a little amount of insulin that it continues to surprise my endocrinologist that I take such little insulin. I needed insulin that was less than half units, and so that was another reason that being on MDIs just was not the best choice for me. And this is something that I did not really know from research. It's something that I've learned with having this pump, is their tech support system is amazing, you guys. I cannot give them enough kudos. They are so amazing. No matter what issue they're having, they are going to solve it right then and there with you, whether they have to overnight a pump to you or they sit on the phone with you and fix the issue. There was a time when I was coming back from Florida, so I was coming from Florida to Colorado, and I was having issues with my pump not working because of the altitude. And they sat on the phone with me for an entire pump change. They sent me new insulin, they sent me new cartridges and pump site change stuff because I was having to waste them because of an issue with the pump going from Florida to Colorado. And they have just been absolutely amazing and so helpful, and I can rely on them to be there whenever I need them, and they are going to help me with whatever issue I am having. Alright guys, so I think that is all I have for this week's video. If you guys enjoyed it, please give it a big thumbs up. Also be sure to hit that subscribe button. It means so much to all of us. Also be sure to hit that notification bell. Guys, the sun's coming out. Look at that. Anyways, definitely hit that notification bell because we do upload new videos every single day of every single week with a brand new theme. Also, if you guys have any video suggestions, we are going to continue to ask you to leave them in the comments down below because we want to be filming things that you guys want to see, and also so we're not repeating videos because we're running out of theme ideas. So just leave them in the comments down below and we will get to them as quickly as we can. And if you guys have any questions about the Tslim with Control IQ or the Tslim in general or the Dexcom in general or specifically the Dexcom G6, definitely leave them in the comments down below and I would love to answer them to the best of my ability. I'm not a medical professional, nor am I a rep for Tslim or Dexcom, but I have had them for several years and I would love to answer those questions. But with all that being said, I will see y'all next week with a brand new video. Bye guys.